guys, welcome back to the Cobblestone Chronicles. As always, this is Zueljin. So, I've been laying out some of the foundation work for the good old day-night sensor array. Yep, it's a good day for a sensor array. I got 16 by 16 areas laid out in the corners to represent different chunks. And these aren't exact measurements as far as where the chunks start and lie, but the important thing is that each of the sensors are going to be in different chunk areas. I also had to extend it a little bit because I was so close to being able to do 4 sensors. I figured why not just extend it a little bit. So the magic number here is 69. So it's still the 21 deep by 69 now wide. And there's going to be a day-night sensor in each of these 4 areas here, represented by the little corner pieces here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use cobblestone for a base and also the sensor itself, just to make things easier because I have so much of it, and it's not one of the weird blocks. I thought about using snow and stuff like that, but I was too afraid that things will happen in the future updates that heat might melt them, and I don't want to take any chances with redstone on that stuff. So cobblestone's going to be the material of choice. The outside naturally is going to be smooth stone, which I'm going to have to cook a lot more to get to where I want, but for now we're going to start with just the layout of each of the sensors. So from the corner, I think we're going to come out 3 just like this, and it needs to be a 6 by 5 area. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now all this is actually hollow, so I'm going to just take a base of cobblestone in here, and that's going to be the bottom. This isn't even going to be part of the sensor array, it's just going to be making sure that we're all uniform. And we need to go 6, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, now let me fill this up with cobblestone right quick. There. Now we have the 6 by 5 area. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our first layer. Now, as y'all know, I had that Silk Touch shovel, so I got some grass blocks earlier when I was extending this foundation and digging a little bit of dirt out. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start with a ring of our building block that we're going to choose. Actually, I don't want to use that. What am I doing? Wasting smooth stone is what I'm doing. Let me take that out of my hotbar. Best thing that I can possibly do. And yeah, I'm just gonna put another. Alright, so 1, 2, no. There. So we're gonna make a ring all the way around there. And we have to come in just like this, and we're gonna make a ring of grass. Now this, again, I'm following the tutorial. It was based off of StephennJF, is the original creator, I believe, of the day-night sensor, but the actual array was done by Xisuma. So that is going to be the 2 tutorials that I'm leaving. You guys be sure to check out the descriptions below in the video description, and I'll have the links to these. So after this, we need to come up with another ring. Alright guys, now in the middle, we're gonna need to place a sticky piston, which I had to go pick up. And against that sticky piston, we're going to place one of those grass blocks. Right on top, just like that. And in here, we're going to take a little bit of redstone. And we got to make a lever right quick too. There. Oop. Alright, so now we're going to place the lever here and turn that on. Here we go. Now for the next step. one little redstone torch here. And then we're gonna come across with grass blocks again on this level. Actually, let's do the ring first. I'm sorry if you guys are having trouble following. I barely know what I'm doing myself. Let's see. Okay, so we got that level, and we also need to come in one more here. But this is actually going to need to be a glass block. This is to let the light through. Like that. And on top of here, we're going to need... Let's see, we need to make a U shape with grass again. Just like that. And we're gonna need a glass block here. And right here, we're actually gonna need a water source block, which I do not have. Be right back. Okay, you guys, sorry about that. Got my water source block. I'm gonna just hop right up here and finish it up. Water source block goes there, and we actually have to take this chunk out and throw a redstone torch right here. Perfect. See how it connected down there, so it went off. That's what we wanted. Next little layer here, we're gonna have to do another ring. I'm sure you guys are kind of getting used to this by now. Like so. And then redstone all around here to this point here where there's also another torch. I think that's what we want right there. Now I believe all that's left is taking one more glass block, putting it up so the light can still penetrate, and then taking something like half slabs to where we can prevent any mobs from spawning up top here. The biggest deal for this is that you can't have any artificial light whatsoever because it can affect the day-night sensor, and everything that is going to want to spawn in here will come down and fall on our heads. If we don't do this, we'll probably do this on the grass level at the bottom too. But there's your day-night sensor, and if we jump down here right quick, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, one grass block, not big waste. You'll see that our lead is still exposed right here, which is what we want. Alrighty, you guys, now that we have the first sensor done, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna duplicate this in the same exact spot on all four of these chunks, and I will come back to you guys when we have them all there so that we can link them up and get started on the actual array. Hey you guys, I almost got the cells built, but I wanted to show you. As you know, during the day, the torch state, the default state was off. Well, as soon as the sun goes down, that grass block in there is going to die. And what's going to happen is this torch is going to come on. Now, the whole purpose is for the array is so that this happens faster. Generally, the block updates don't happen, you know, consistently with grass growth and grass dying. So that's why we have multiple, so that in each chunk we have a better chance of one updating faster than the others. All the actual circuits are going to line up into one array, and what's going to happen is when any of them goes on, as you just saw, when any of them fires, it's going to give a circuit to all the lights in town. So it's going to require quite a bit of digging to get all this done, but as you can see, we almost have the array done, and we'll be back in a moment. Alright you guys, now that we have all of the sensors built, now it's time to hook up the array. Now, this is going to involve a couple things. First, it's going to involve a monostable circuit. It's also going to involve a bunch of repeaters and linking up. So what I've been shown to do by the tutorial. Now actually we're moving to Xisuma's tutorial instead of StephennJF's. I actually pronounced it wrong earlier. It's StephennJF, not StephennJL. I get Redstone Geniuses mixed up. Okay, so this is actually going to be here and here, and now we can take this block away and this block away. Now I want to face the repeaters the direction that the circuit or the output is going to go. So we're going to place repeaters like this, and we're going to place the torches like so. We're also going to place a torch here, redstone dust here, and redstone dust there. And there we go. That's the setup that we want. Okay, you guys, as you can see, I went ahead and duplicated the setup that I had on the first one all the way down on each of them. I'm now going to have to interconnect all of them. The way that we do that is we're going to have to run building blocks all the way down and connect all of these with redstone. Okay, you guys, got all of these interconnected with stone and redstone. Now we have to kind of make the output, and this is the tricky part. This is when the redstone gets funny to me. This is what they call a monostable circuit, I believe. And to do that, you need to come out, let's see, I think we go 8 blocks. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we connect these two. Redstone here and not there, and right here we count 2 blocks and then 2 more blocks like that, and the same on both sides pretty much. Now I think we have to stack some repeaters, and I think they go this way. Actually, I think they place the other way. Let's see here. Just like that, and we need to set them to max delay, and we'll do the same thing on this side, and we need 1 block. Oh, that's not what I wanted. We need 1 block right there, and we don't need this actually, and we also need 1 block right there, and kill that one. And for these, we're gonna need to place some torches now. So let's see here. Torches, only 7 left. I don't even think I have enough. I still got some sticks though. Let's make some right quick. Alright, now we're set up. So the torches, I want to say, go here, 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 here. And now we have to place redstone here, just like that. And the same thing on this side. And I'm pretty sure that is the output. Now the second part of the output is actually a T flip-flop, and I built this on ground level, so we're gonna have to go 1 deeper, I believe, but that's not gonna pose a real problem. Let's see, these are gonna need to be pistons, which I don't even have on me right now. And we're actually gonna have to go inside some too. Which, like I said, is not really a problem. And I believe we're going to need to do... Let me just go get those pistons right quick, you guys. Alright, guys. So I got my little pistons set up. And now we need to do the little T flip-flop that I was telling you about. So underneath this section here, we're going to set up 2 pistons like so. And this is what's going to manipulate the pulse for the day-night light, so to speak. And we're going to set up 1 block here. On this side, we're going to... I think I should be able to do that. Yep. And on this side, we need to... Actually, we need to clear out a couple more spaces here. And... Oh, that's weird. Let me just fix that right quick. It bothers me. Alright, and we're gonna need a repeater here and a redstone torch. Boom. And now we'll get out of here. And now we're gonna have our redstone lead here. I believe that's how it's all set up. Now all that's left is 2 redstone torches right here and 2 redstone dust right here, and that is what's going to cause the T flip-flop. I believe that's right. Yeah, that should be it right there. And this is actually going to be your day-night output. See, right now what we have is it's set up. I think I might actually need to reverse that to this side. Yeah, because right now it's off. And actually that's what we want. It's off right now. So as you can tell, it's daytime. So if this would be connected to a light, it would not be firing. Okay? And naturally in the daytime we don't need that. But now that the sun's going down, it might be a perfect opportunity to test this and make sure I did everything right. Now, the way this is designed is when any of these sensors detect that it's nighttime, it's going to send current down to that monostable circuit and that T flip-flop, and this is going to change. So this state should go on, which would normally power a light. And I do believe it has to be reversed though, because if we don't reverse it, I believe the way that the lights are set up, it's going to have to be on a redstone torch, and we want that inverted. But let's just see if we can change states right quick. We can always reverse it on the way out, I suppose, too. It's not a big deal. That would just involve putting the repeaters on the T flip-flop the other side. So we should just be getting a signal here soon. And it's pretty much all the way nighttime, so we should be getting a change really quick here. There we go. Boom. Now naturally, if you wanted to make it faster, you would get more sensors, but it's faster than a normal setup, and it makes for a good build and a pretty fun project anyway. So now what I'm gonna do is kind of show you guys how I'm gonna wire out the lights by doing a few glowstone blocks here and there. On this side we'll start the lighting project here, and naturally we're going to eventually change out all the lighting in this area. That's going to require some more glowstone harvesting, but for now we'll get you guys started with a few lamps and just show you how we're going to get it done. Alright guys, got my bearings and I got a little tunnel started. What I want to show you is basically how I'm going to wire up the lights. Now I have one light installed here, and I'm also going to put a light here. And what we'll do is it actually has to go one higher than that. It's going to have to be here. And the lights are going to be this tall. Okay, so that's going to be plenty close enough to the ground. It's not going to be as high as these, but they kind of look awkward with the fence post anyway. So we're going to place glowstone lamp right on top of that. Now, in order for these to come on, we need this block to be powered. Okay, so underneath that is going to have to be a torch. And I believe it's going to have to be inverted. So the sun's going down, we should have enough time. Let's trace down the glowstone to where I have it. And this block actually is... Yep, that was a torch right there. So we need... Try to find it. There we go. We have a torch that's right there already. So we need a torch right here. About to get dangerous out. We need a torch right here, and that means it's gonna have to be inverted like that. I believe that's what we want, because yep, the lamp just came on. Okay, so now we need to invert that signal, which means we'll just do that, and boom, there we go. Now we can bring that in. And here is the other section. So on top of this, we'll actually need we're gonna need to place a torch on top of that. Just a little jump place, there we go. And we'll need a torch here, so we'll have a block like that, and we'll place a torch here, and we'll need to power that block so the redstone can go straight into it, just like so. And we'll interconnect both of these with this lineup. Now I believe all I'm gonna need is a repeater just to get me closer. Let's see, did it already turn night? Yep, sure did. So these aren't inverted yet. I have a feeling I'm getting crept on right now. Just want to close that off. Whoa, that was so close. Okay, so it is nighttime. I am getting... the signal is off. So did we not invert that correctly? Maybe that's what I did. If I inverted that right now, technically that's what I want, right? So we're gonna have to do... we're gonna have to invert this now. Let's just clear out a few of these right quick. Okay, so I can invert this signal here, and how I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna take a dirt block and I'm gonna place a torch on it. Now the lights up top should have come on. I could have sworn I was gonna have to invert that signal. Yeah, but we got something going on here. Only one of the lights is working. So let's go see what we did downstairs. Well guys, that was a little bit of a failed test. What happened was the sun came up and nothing changed, and I went ahead and retraced the signal, and it looks like what I had inverted previously was not going to work for me. So I was thinking that it may have been a repeater issue, and I wanted to count this off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I really think that the repeater should probably go a little bit further in, just to make sure. And we don't have to be ultra conservative here since we're in the testing phases, but now the T flip-flop should function properly, and it actually has, the pulse has to generate as well, so it's the actual change that we need to mark. So since even if the sun doesn't come up fast enough and the lights don't shift when it turns day right away, what we really need to make sure is that they shift at night so that we don't get spawn on the roads. So once again, I'm going to run through this day and let the sun go down, and when we get closer to the transition, I'll bring you guys back in and we'll do another test. We'll be right back. Well guys, the sun is starting to go down here, and as you can see, I was just using my time wisely and getting all of the half slabs that I could down here so that we can prevent spawn. Not positive that I'm going to keep the floor like this, guys. Honestly, I'm just doing this now to prevent spawn. It's going to be half slabbed up, and I might do some wood patterns in here, but I don't know. This building isn't going to be accessed on a regular basis inside. It's got a practical function, but I do want it to be kind of pretty. So let's make sure that our lights aren't turning on right quick. We're just waiting for that sun to go down and these blocks to update, and we should start seeing a change right quick. I had to make a few changes to the wiring, which I'll show y'all, but for the most part, the day-night sensors should be working correctly, and the signal should be pulsing any minute now. Normally, when it's a little bit above the house, we get the T flip-flop to activate. And Menace, if you watching, this is the setup that I was talking about to make it a little bit more reliable to have a day-night sensor. There you go. As you can see, we don't nearly have spawn yet, and we are in good shape here. The wiring difference was here. Big old Well, that's we call it in French when we had a problem. For some reason, the reverse state just didn't work as fast. I don't know why. Maybe it's the way the T flip-flop works. I'm not sure. But I inverted it twice. So we have the inversion here, and we have the change of state here. But anyway, it's all done, guys. Now the rest of the building is going to have to be put together, but that's going to have to wait till next time. I want to thank y'all for being patient with me and watching. And as always, this is Zueljin signing off, and have a good day.